Hello, everybody. Oh, thank you, Oxide. I always forget to do that. Thank you. And hello, Rin. I hope you two are both having good days so far. Today we'll be continuing the Final Fantasy Marathon, of course. I will hopefully be able to break this up with other games at some point, but there's a lot of catching up to do still. So I'll be doing my best to make some progress today. Hey. And hello, Mark. How have you been? Let's see, where we last left off, we were chasing the Ivy and Shiva, both of those plot lines. So hopefully we can make some good progress today, although it won't be a super long stream. Yeah, it has been a little while. But that's okay, I just hope that you've been well. My tracking is really weird today. Keeps wanting to drift over there. Don't know why. That's okay. Maybe the game's over here. Hello. Is chat over here? Maybe chat's over here. Sorry. It's fun to goof around a bit though. But alright, let's get on with the story. My thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. Oh, I thought that they had a good idea of who they were, but I didn't realize that they'd found the exact person. I guess we're getting close to the end of this plotline. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Oh, okay. Wow, and for that he gives me dip. Thank you. Chasing Ivy. Ilbert is convinced that he has discovered the Ivy's identity and is preparing to move against the Garlean spy. Alright guys, this is it. Our big confrontation with the Ivy. Maybe. Hopefully soon. Listen well. The spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than Flame Marshal Aline Royal? Raban's second in command. And it's interesting because she was in cutscenes from even like the very beginning of the game that I forgot that she was in. Maybe not the exact beginning of the game, but quite early in the game. So I wonder if they intended this to happen the whole time, or if they just kind of retconned it as they found that their game was more and more successful than they may have initially thought. Prior to joining the Imperial Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm had to be seen to be believed. They did have her pop up in a lot of recent cutscenes though, just to remind us that she exists. Of Ishgardian birth, she is the highest ranked foreigner in the Mortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. Right, he's from El Amigo. When he formed the Grand Company, Raban chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed was of no interest. The Monitors saw things differently, however. Having funded the Enterprise, the actual Enterprise, not the airship Enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the Alliance. It's not nice to discriminate, though. Yet the Monitors did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Royal was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Does seem like a bit of a red flag, or at least a yellow one. Could it be that the Ivy has some hold over the Monitarists? Don't mind us, we're just hiding behind this rock here. But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. a foremost interest to us is Royal's presence here now. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the immortal flames in the absence of the Flame General. While Raban attended the Council of the Alliance Leaders, she should have remained in the Hall of Flames, but no, she was in that last cutscene before my computer died the other day, which hopefully won't happen again today. The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet she's here nonetheless. On some pretense. She is up to something, mark my words. Hopefully not. I checked and checked and checked, and I'm not using that many system resources, so hopefully things will be okay. If things start getting like slow and laggy, then I'll be worried a bit and might be more cautious about things, but hopefully everything will be fine. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames record for evidence of Royal's guilt. But if we cannot catch her red-handed, we shall have... Sorry, if we can catch her red-handed, those are two opposite things. We shall have all the proof we need. Yeah, hang in there, computer. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landings, and the docks. Every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I reply? Can I rely upon your eyes, Scion? Well, you might be able to rely upon my eyes, but not my ability to read. You have my thanks. Let us go then, and take care not to alert our quarry. You got it. Let me grab some water real quick, though. Let's see. Speak with Ilbert, way over there, okay. Does seem to be running slightly slow, but hopefully not too bad. Royal is headed in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scion. English is hard, English is hard. Yes. Hold on, somebody showed me a shortcut here. I think it was you, Ren. All this time I never knew that shortcut was there. Thank you. So, Royal has entered the Carolyn Canopy. Meeting someone perchance? Or could it be she means to board an airship? Pray look for her within. If she is not on the upper floor, try the landing area below, where the airships are. One of mine is stationed here, and she may have seen something. Ephemery is her name. I shall remain here in case Royal reappears. All the names are so hard to pronounce. But I'm trying my best. Oh, hello there. Rokuavata, such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? Ahem, a social visit, you say? How pleasant! No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger, and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. I hope the microphone picked that up. Alright, she didn't come this way, so she snuck out somehow. Was it through this door here? Then again, he probably would have noticed if she came this way too. It did? Okay, nice. I'm glad. Nowhere to be seen, you say? And you are sure she did not board an airship? She did not come back either. Where could she have gone? The Roost! How could I forget? I forget what the Roost is. Is that the inn? Greetings, good sir. May I interest you in some Toy tonic? A cup a day imbues a man with great vigor, if you catch my meaning. I don't. Perhaps another time, friend. Is that like tea or something? Wait, that necklace. You are Shinobi of Doma. Well, don't say it out loud. It is the inn? Thank you. The woman you seek has left Gridania by way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search to the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Hey, he's pretty cool. Probably shouldn't have told everybody in the vicinity that he's a ninja, but you know, still cool of him. Thank the 12 for the Domans. Were it not for their unique talents, Royal would have disappeared without a trace. Hello, Haru. Don't know if you can hear her, but she has come into the room and is making her presence very well known. Eh? Ilbert is eager to resume the pursuit of Elaine Royal. Our hunt leads us to East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Royal's example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. You'll doubtless wish to make certain preparations. I probably won't bother. See to them while I go on ahead. I shall wait for you at Sweet Bloom Pier. Alright. Looks like my gear is in good shape. So okay. I believe the Lancers Guild is the closest teleport here. So I will go take that. The Lancers Guild. Hi there, Haru. Let me give you some head pats while it's loading. You want to jump up here? I don't mind if you do, just don't get tangled in my headset, please. I thought that this was my last headset, but thankfully it wasn't. I have one more. Didn't he say to come here? Maybe it's the other side. Oh, okay. Hi. Hey there. This way, my friends. I mean, that's pretty much the only way I can go. Your quarry makes for Hawthornot. Royal is truly the one we seek. What was that? Oh, Vegeta, thank you for gifting a sub to Mafi. Oh. Thank you very much, Vegeta. Very generous of you as always. I do very much appreciate it. I hope your day has been going well. At least, I hope it's going a lot better than yesterday did. If Royal is truly the one we seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with the Garlean masters there. Why would she do it in the middle of town? That seems odd. An explanation is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances. Link pearls? Link shells? Whatever you call it. While our ingenious friends at Garland Ironworks have provided us with devices which sorry, the cat, which disrupt these communications, and we have installed them around the city-states. In so doing, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. I guess that means that they have to do it in person, and that they're easier to spot. You're enjoying your day off? Nice. I hope you have fun. I hope it's a nice break from before. And I believe you have tomorrow off as well. Oh, hi Faldania. You're at work, but you're off Monday? Okay, I will hopefully be able to stream tomorrow. Thank you very much for the bits. That's generous of you as well. And I hope you'll have a good day. Although, you may not be able to hear me, so I'll type it. Thank you, and have a good day. Haru is getting tangled up in my headset. Hold on. This is difficult. I don't know how she manages to do that. Then again, I manage to tangle up wires without intending to all the time, so I guess She's like me, taking after me in that regard. Please, Har, seriously. How do you manage this? Okay, it's a bit better now. Did I read this? I think I read this. Oh, let me click back in. It gets slower when I click out for some reason. Royal would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with her Imperial contact directly. Okay, so I did call it. Or I may have remembered it, but it was a long time since I read all this. Yet, as a well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Thanalan without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. Yeah, that makes sense. Thankfully, our ninja saw through her disguise here too. 'Tis for this reason, I believe, that she has chosen the Black Shroud for her clandestine meeting. The Elazin are a common sight here, and her comings and goings are not like to turn any heads. As my scouts tell it, the Garleans have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it. We need only make for Hawthorne's hut and catch Royal in the act. Or it might end up just being me solo again, as usual. Actually, can I just... I guess it's probably faster just to fly there than to teleport due to load times, but we'll see. Shouldn't be too far. At least from flight. Yeah, we're already almost there. Okay. I believe this is an instance, but I can't remember for sure. One of these fights is an instance. I guess this one isn't. My people report that our quarry is departed for the bramble path. The ivy returns to the gnarls when she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. To convict someone of her standing will require significant evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act when she meets with her Garlean masters? That does seem like pretty good evidence. My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. I mean, I will tread very warily, and by that I mean I will fly directly above her head. She won't expect that, will she? No, this quest was added before flight was even a thing. Oh, hi. Just beyond, Royal is in conversation with an individual clad in the matter of an adventurer, an Imperial intermediary, no doubt. This is it, with me. Guess we're just gonna walk right up to them. Don't mind us. Hi. Flame Marshal Aline Royal, you are under arrest for treason and espionage. You are followed, you fool. Something tells me he has some backup too, though. No! I'm very intimidating. Okay, they're a bit intimidating, though. Something tells me she's not going down without a fight, though. You are unarmed, my lady, and scarcely garbed for battle. But if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. She might just take you up on that, so you might want to word that differently. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Twelveswood? When I last looked, that was no crime, and neither was conversing. with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance then. Very well. Of course you would. If you do think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Now, come quietly, or I will make you wish you had. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. This is a bit too easy. This isn't going to play out quite like I remembered. I thought we fought her, but I guess not. I might be mixing it up with the quest from South Shroud a lot earlier in the game. Even a warrior of Royal's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not beseek innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the mortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap the people of Lodaw will have the grand company they deserve. But let us speak of the present. If I may ask, what will you do now, Roku? I guess go after Shiva, maybe? So the Scions seek a way into Iceheart Sanctum. Oh, I called that one, though. Then I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stones. I mean, no, I'm eager to chase Shiva. I don't want to return to the Rising Stones again. Pray do not let me keep you. Fear not. My countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, have you considered training in the art of the shinobi? You have the aptitude for it, I believe. So please give it some thought. Till next time, my friend. Is this the patch that they added? I thought they would have... Well... Yeah, actually, I guess this is the patch they added Ninja, isn't it? Now, of course, she can't contact me via Link Pearl for some strange reason. Link Shell. Link Pearl is, I think, what you have to... like the phone. And the Link Shell is like the network, I think. Okay. There must be some reason for having me come back here, though. Maybe a cutscene or something. I hope she was able to find some good information, though. Welcome back, Roku. I understand that Alphino has a task for you. May I ask what it was? Charges of treason and espionage against... Aline. I cannot say that name right the first time. Royal. I can scarcely believe it. This is not a good sign. Hi, Eyes. My OBS keeps freezing up again. It's been doing that all week since the Windows update, and last time it started doing that a lot, my entire computer crashed, so that's very concerning. Could there not have been some manner of misunderstanding? I don't know. The way she snuck out like that is very fishy, honestly. No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust to the authorities to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way into Iceheart Sanctum. Oh, nice. Hello, Martin. How are you doing? Let's see. Actually, I think they're going to get rid of belts entirely, so there's no point in taking the belt. A simple plan. Minfilia has never been one to hesitate when it comes to asking others for aid. I suppose that's true. As you may recall, Iceheart used the aetheryte in the depths of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctuary of some description. It is there that we suspect she means to summon Shiva, using the crystal she stole from House Forton's caravan. I heard that they're getting rid of belts. I haven't been able to confirm that, but I heard that they were, and there have been a lot of jokes about that, so it wouldn't surprise me. The heretics believe that they are bringing about a second coming of their patron saint, but if, as we suspect, they mean to hold the summoning ritual of the kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall. But first, we must surmount the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established Ethernet and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the aetheryte to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second aetheryte upon arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. Ooh, wait, what? Did I accidentally double-click? That was weird. Which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise, a colleague of ours who is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlian. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Probably they said something about we need somebody to trace that technology. Since you're here, mayhap we could welcome her together. I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. I forget who this is. It's probably too soon for a Kryl. Could it be... what's her name? Moonbrina or something? I'm just gonna teleport. Hopefully that will be less load times. Grab some water too. We're definitely speedrunning this. There's, I think, 53 days to Endwalker early access. So I do want to go at a decent pace. We have about 2-ish weeks per expansion. Maybe something like that. That's a bit tight, but also at a comfortable enough pace. Ah, this must be the person they were talking about. Of course, I don't see them. They're hiding somewhere in there. Unless this is the person. I don't remember him at all, though. I don't know why they're zooming in to him like that. Okay, so it is her. What was her name? Moon something? But hello there.
Minfilia, am I right?
None other.
Brita? Oh, Brita.
I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and to thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
I was close. I said Moonbrina, I think.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbrida is an accomplished Charlian scholar and an authority on aetheryte technologies.
Pleased to meet ya.
Played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Nod. Okay. Let us return to the night. Rising Stones at once, then. We have much to discuss. I hope that after I read for a few more 100 hours, I will get better at reading. At least I'm less nervous than when I started streaming all those year and a half ago or whatever. I was really nervous about even talking out loud back then, in those days. I've gotten a lot more used to it now, though. And it's become pretty fun to do. I'm glad that I ended up starting it. Made some good friends out of it. Thank you, Rin.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
I don't think they're actually sisters.
A joyous reunion indeed. Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Like sisters, I guess. Seemed much more nervous when you started watching as well, and I'd already been streaming a bit by then. Yeah. It had been a few months by then, but yeah, I was still rather nervous. I still am a bit. It still takes me a little bit of hesitation sometimes to go live, but it's certainly considerably better than when I very first started. And when I do like multiple days a week, then it feels less nerve-wracking to go live. It's mostly when I take a few days or a week or more in between sessions that it's harder to get back into it. Hopefully, once the busy part of October is done and I can be more consistent again, hopefully that will go very well. And hopefully nothing crops up in my real life this time.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Aw, come on, don't be mean.
Everyone, if I could have your attention.
Yes.
We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Jalian to assist us.
I think they all already greeted her.
I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also,
Oh, okay.
as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Oh, nice. Are we already getting into that arc?
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
True, there is an awful lot in Mordona. When it's like gloom weather, I assume that's ether that we see shimmering in the sky.
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits. And nothing at
Hello,
all to
Ariachi.
reform thy youthful manner.
They have a rather cute relationship.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
I think this is the first time in the entire game that we have seen him shaken like this. I don't think that's unhanding him.
Come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Wow.
Go on. Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
Basically, he's saying that they're gonna summon Shiva without help.
You still haven't found it then, your missing aetherite?
I think that's what he said anyway.
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
Something tells me we're going to arrive right as they summon her. Since this game is about fighting primals.
Sorry, but if the aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say
That's
with
me.
absolute certainty that Iceheart used the aetherite.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she did. She just kind of vanished while I was looking the other direction, so I don't know.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
This seems dangerous.
How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination.
I wonder if the ether crystals are natural or if, like, people built them there.
Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
I guess that answers that sort of. They could make ones there and force a flow, I suppose. I should stop fighting the primals, just give up and give Shiva a big ol' hug. I mean, I'm open to attempting negotiation with anyone, including Ramu, but I mean, he had us kill him, so that didn't go so well.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task, and it's...
Oops.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal.
Wow, you're really selling this.
I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand.
And what was that part about me dying? Or everyone
Just so you
dying?
know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Well, as long as I won't suffer.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options.
We don't?
If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
I mean, sure, why not? I got plot armor, let's go.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
I seem way too happy about that. Like, sure, what could possibly go wrong? Other than the death and dismemberment. Etherites are basically crystallized etheric mist, cut and fused to ancient machinery. Oh. I wonder if the Alligans made them. But thank you for looking that up, or if you already knew. I do appreciate that bit of lore. The instruments of our deliverance. A plan has been devised, and Minfilia would have it carried out without further delay. I guess we are going after Shiva right now. I've already informed Alphinaud of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Moonbrida described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He also said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you, and waiting for you there when you arrive, yes. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf, Roku, and I have faith that you will return to us, as you always have. Thank you. I will try. I got plot armor. I was wondering what this was. Okay, it's a flower. And hello, cute little plant. I always like plants like this. I'm not the biggest on flowers, but I do like these plants. These ones. Let's see. Back to Snowcloak, huh? Unfortunately, the teleport there is quite far. That's okay. Ooh. What are you saying, to, Rin? Actually, let me get some water, because I think we're going into a fight rather soon. Yes. It doesn't surprise me that you find those plants cute too. I'm glad you like them as well. And the pots they put them in were rather cute too. Let's see. Oh, by the way, I did pick up the snowball throw on stream. Just saying. It does fit them nicely, yes. Indeed, yay. All the way back here, hello? They shouldn't make me do the dungeon again, I don't think. Good to see you, Roku. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. I mean, I have high chance of death, so... Captain Ilbrig sends his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Aline Royal in Ul'dah even as we speak. But I shall not distract you further from the matter at hand. We can discuss the Ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the Aetheryte. After you, Scion. Wonder what he meant by that. I guess maybe he's just nervous that we might die from this. It's interesting that a lot of the Aetherites come in different sizes and shapes, especially in the expansions. I wonder what determines that. This is gonna go super great. Guess Alphinaud's not gonna help. Maybe he's just saving his energy. There, it's ready. Yeah, it'll be fine. We have plot armor. This is 100% totally safe. What could possibly go wrong? Other than the death. Ha! It worked! I think. Don't tell him I said I think, though. Try attuning to the Aetheryte now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. How do I get back? I guess I teleport back. Or use return or something. That's definitely one I want to hear. It worked, I think. Yes. Such confidence. We have done all we can, Roku. For now, let us withdraw. Why are we leaving? When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If, by the grace of the 12, you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. I'm pretty sure Shiva has plot armor too, though. We'll probably arrive right in time to fight her as usual. Yeah, I won't die, I think. Although if the tanks turn her cleave into the party, I'll definitely die to that. But, you know, it's fine, it's fine. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual. If that succeeds, you will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. I like how your allies is like a weird, like, sort of canon thing. Like, we're the Warrior of Light, but we have like these other random allies that aren't a part of the story, but just happen to be vaguely mentioned in this story now. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Rumbrina's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Or I suppose if it's their daily roulette, they might be joining me there too. Before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Emmerich, who is like on our side like way sooner than I thought he would be. Seems like a cool guy so far. Sir Emmerich regrets that he could not be here in person and asks that I read you this letter. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat, yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her, Roku Avata, the Warrior of Light, Savior of Eorzea. Your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you chose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service of the greater cause. May Helone bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Wow, that's quite the letter, isn't it? They never do quite seem to decide on whether they want to acknowledge other players. True. I'm going to try this in a trial roulette. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we won't. Worst case, we'll do 2 quick trials back to back, or at least hopefully quick, unless we get Titan, and I may have just jinxed myself and will... Jinxed myself? I cannot talk. Jinxed myself, and we will get Titan, but hopefully whatever we get will go smoothly. Yeah, they do kind of sometimes act like I did it all on my own. You're right about that, Eyes. It's very interesting the way they do it. Oh good, I got Garuda. I did this one off stream because I got it in a roulette, but not that there was any story or anything here, but it'll be a good chance to do this on screen. If I keep saying Titan, I'll get Titan. Thankfully it didn't work out that way this time. Let's see. Regen the tank. She should go hiding behind a pillar. I mean, she will vanish and then we hide behind pillars. Guys. Hey, nobody got hit. Nice. I believe that there should be a bunch of ads coming here, so I'm just gonna spam Holy. I hope that I hit them. Hey, I got them. Nice. That's like one of the first times I've timed it that well. I don't know quite where she's going now. Oh, okay. She's not even doing a big AoE, she just went to summon more ads, I assume. Let's spam Holy some more and hope that I clip a few of them. Oh, ow. I got cleaved. Let's see. I'm going to come over here, but she's probably just going to do her big AoE. And it doesn't matter where we hide for this, I don't think. And I think she's immune for a few seconds. Invulnerable. Invulnerable. Oh, no, that one hit. Okay. Now she will summon some big whirlwinds. Don't know quite where we're gonna go as a party though yet. We gotta go somewhere though, so I'm gonna come over here. I was a bit slow. No, they're just gonna tank her right in the middle. Okay, interesting choice, but you know, whatever works. Ow, please don't cleave me. Well, at least I can dot the ads. Okay, never mind. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. This is a bit of a mess here. Looks like one of the healers is getting hit a lot too. I'm not quite sure what they're doing. They're fighting her in the middle of the whirlwind. Why? Half the party isn't even here. Well, I mean, it worked. It worked. What is this for dragoons? Okay. I don't know who to calm. Have my calm, random ninja. There's always parties like that. Yeah, that's true. But there you go, there's Garuda Heart on stream. Although I may have done it on another server and another roulette, but still. Where am I looking? Oh, right, okay. This one, yes. Let's see, am I repaired? I am. Hey, don't run me over, sir. That reminds me I need to do that quest one of these days, but I think we still have 2 weeks to do it. When things get to the point where you can just power through, how does anyone learn mechanics? I guess so, but you'd think by that point in the game, don't stand in the giant glowy death puddle would be known. But that's okay. Still worked, we still won. I don't want to, like, be too hard on them. Hydrate to you too, Spanner. You got it. While I was hydrating, we got the Q. Nice. As soon as this tank readies up. There we go. Okay. Now, I think this one does have story, so we're going to read this. I don't know if it's spoken or if I need to read it, though. Hi there. Fancy meeting you here. Just waiting for me in this total battlefield. Battlefield.
Warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace. A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith.
I like the music here too.
If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down.
Battle shields ready.
And men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance.
It's almost like she's going to summon Shiva.
Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Shiva Extreme is the first extreme that I farmed regularly. I had done other extremes before, but this is the first one I farmed regularly. And the first phase theme always got me pretty hyped up for it. It's pretty epic. It's interesting that she herself is able to imbue herself with the primal energy instead of just summoning her. Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah, her own little spin. It's interesting. So with any luck, this fight should go very well. What? Okay. That healer decided to just go ahead and what? Stand outside of that. Thank you, Oxide. Let's see. I think we stand here. This is a safe spot. Most people just stand in these puddles because even back in the day you could just kind of like sit through them. Though that damage does add up. The vulnerability stacks if you get hit by that. So, okay, ads are coming. I'm just gonna go ahead and dot these and then spam holy as I usually do. If they would group them up, you know? Maybe I won't spam holy if, okay. What she got there? Is that a staff? Oh yeah, we need to spread out, spread out, spread out. Come get some more healing. There we go. Now the most important part of this fight is coming up soon. Thank you, Oxide. In a few seconds. Oh, here it is. Okay, okay, okay. Wait, do I even have a dance? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Emotes. What do I have? Panic, panic. No, I did it too early. You gotta make a cool pose for the camera. Okay. The most important part of the fight is now over. Okay, now begins the real second phase. That's okay. Okay, they got hit pretty hard there. I think I got distracted and messed that up. We pretty much won though. Yep, just 4% left. I'll do an extra cure just to be safe, but yeah, okay. I was expecting them to do that earlier, but yeah. So that's Shiva. It's not a particularly hard fight, thankfully. Ah, and she gets back to her humanoid form. Okay. I'll thank everybody. If anybody's left, I will calm them. Okay, there you go. No loot from this fight either. That's interesting. But that's okay. That's a pretty cool fight, yeah. And we did a cool pose almost, except I did it a little bit too soon. Thank you, everybody. Well, maybe we can negotiate now. Hi. Maybe we can talk things up.
Blind, bloody fool.
I mean, if she just explained her side of the story, we could save a lot of trouble, right? In a lot of these RPGs, they say, "Oh, you're misguided and such," but then they never explain their side of the story. Well, talk things over with me then.
You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause. You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why.
Something tells me we're about to find out once we get to Heaven's Word. Yours is a righteous cause, but you're not gonna tell us why. Yeah.
Trapped in a delusion of their own creation and blind to the truth. Warrior of light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after.
Oh, those are Highland's words, I think.
Seek the keeper of the lake. See with eyes unclouded.
Lyrics from Answers, anyway. I'm not sure if those are specifically Highlands.
Do not squander mother's gift.
Looks like my stomach is making noises too.
Think.
Okay, those are definitely Heidelin's words that time. So she speaks with Heidelin as well. It wouldn't matter, do I actually know anything at this point that would convince her she's wrong? That's fair, I suppose.
And so the
All we
vessel
know-
withdraws, a predictable outcome.
All we know is that Primal's bad right now.
Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased.
But still, she could have, like, explained her side of the story a little bit better.
How unfortunate.
Not, like, immediately tried killing us as soon as we arrived. I like the northern lights here. Ah, you're alive. I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? It kind of worries me that she's surprised that we're alive. Iceheart did what? And you're certain about that, are you? Dravanians are skilled with glamours after all. Look, if you say that's what you saw, I believe you. It's just that I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Me neither. How much do we actually know about primals? Are we actually going to get more lore about them? Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No? Fair enough, I was only asking. The road less traveled. Moonbrita remains unconvinced that you have not sustained a head injury. If you ask me, there's naught to be gained from mulling over the implications of your story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the Rising Stones, eh? I'll get everyone to meet us there. Ah, but before that, you had best pay a visit to Right Brim Front and speak with Alphanode. He's probably worried sick about you. That or he's busy playing at politics with his guardians. I mean, probably a bit of both. Either way, I'm sure he'd be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have any headaches or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason at all. See you again soon. That's not worrisome at all. Why did she walk off into Snowcloak? That's weird. But it's fine. It's fine. Let's see. I've only gone about an hour. This is going to be a shorter stream than usual because I will be on Pending's channel tonight in a few hours. But in the meantime, I'll probably go at least another hour or so. Oh, hi. We ran into someone here. Hello. Thank you, Oxide. I believe we are doing a script reading at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm not 100% sure about that, but he will probably say on his Twitter or something, maybe. There he is, and none the worse for wear. Was there ever any doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? I think I speak for us all when I say that I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you would be so kind. Oh hey, Sir Emmerich's here too. How's it going? I want to imagine like I didn't actually say that out loud and I just did a few hand gestures and he's like, oh, sure. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent loss of life, an outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have Roku to thank. Yes, you are right, of course, Sir Emmerich. We should be content with what we have accomplished. I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat. I mean, she walked away, but I guess she used up all her crystals in the meantime. And the heretics have been routed. Aye. There is the matter of Iceheart's escape, and she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. Hopefully it won't take anywhere near that long. I hope we'll be to Heavensward within a week. In the meantime, Lord Dromont, is the caravan ready? The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Toll. Of that I have no doubt. I take it that there are the self-same supplies the heretics stole from House Horton's caravan. I wonder if we managed to recover both sets of supplies. That would be pretty cool if we did. Less the crystals, which comprise the bulk of the shipment, yes. I mean, that's true. We did lose all the crystals, but they also stole weapons and armor, I think, so it's not a total loss, right? Hopefully. Scarcely a fraction of that which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. Hey, they still did their best. I'm happy with that. Oh, on an unrelated note, Roku. Might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk your life and limb to stop Iceheart. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. Is that our friend Hoshafant? Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think of less of him. I think more of him. It's fine, it's fine. He meant well. Let's see. Camp Dragonhead, I think we can just teleport there and save some time. Yes. Grab some water. One second. I got a message. Oh, okay. Don't know why I decided to ride him out like literally like 50 feet, but it works, I suppose. What were you thinking, Roku? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyway? Plot armor. And then, engaging the abomination in mortal combat? By the fury, Roku, 'tis the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. What that I had been there to fight by your side. Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for a veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you are here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Amaric wished to have words with you and Master Alphanode in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. Oh, that's that weird room off to the north. I believe. Yes. Is there a path here? No, that is a cupboard. Or a wardrobe or something. Greetings, sir. I shall show you in at once. Yes. There's some pretty cool cutscenes in here along the way, I think.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks.
Sorry, somebody was calling me.
Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Nautalon.
That certainly is very logical, isn't it?
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment.
Okay, now to be fair, I saved one of those vigils, I think. Canonically, did we save it? We at least helped half save it.
This unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy.
Nice, and something tells me Sir Amaric will be taking our side in this matter.
You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
Nice.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
Much appreciated.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
The thing about Midgardsormr, I think?
That will not be
you were supposed... Oh, okay.
We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Hello, Joseph. Thank you for keeping that running joke running. I'll be sure to refund you.
Sir Amaric, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgardsormr could return?
It's more likely than you might think.
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
I mean, do you not want to be refunded? It's your call.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies.
Nah, come on, he just wanted to help us.
Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Ah, come on.
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am now. Why do you suppose that is?
You're good at your job?
Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad.
I mean, that's not a bad thing.
To you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget. One born of necessity.
I mean, that's still essentially becoming allies, right?
The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light.
He's gonna help us, right?
Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Hopefully not. Should you name a character to have Uffnode refer? Oh no! I mean, that's more for games like Pokemon or something where I name people, but
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Pleased to meet you again for the third time or something. It's okay, Joseph, I know. It's okay.
Lucia, at your service.
Pleased to meet you, Lucia.
Pray excuse our
I mean, technically we
reticence.
met before.
We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies.
Fair enough, fair
Know
enough.
that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences.
I'm sure that we can. I mean, I think the whole point here is that we wanted you to become allies with us. At least initially.
Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall
Ominous.
our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you.
Nice.
Which reminds
Good to have more allies.
Lord Orchefon, if you would be so kind.
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of
Empty
our
hand.
investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Hi Terrence, how's it going?
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Ah, I very much appreciate that then.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Nice.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
He's such a cool guy. Now it looks like Emmerich's gonna become our ally too. Though he kind of was from even before. Alright. Eyes unclouded. For one with reason to celebrate, Afno looks rather grim. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Iceheart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. Sure does. She took the power into herself and retained her composure afterwards. She wasn't tempered or anything, probably. It necessitates a complete reprisal of the primal threat. Is that a... what is that? Is that a deer? Hold on. This is important. Hold on. Hello, cute little thing. Anyway. And of our approach to combating it. You're doing good? That's good. I'm a bit tired from my trip, but I am also doing well. Thank you. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. The Garlean Empire believes that primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. I mean, that seems a similar thought process to that of the Scion so far. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. That part isn't. That's different. Imagine then, if it were become known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but our civilized people as well. Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Okay, fair enough. That would be very bad. Hold on, I need some water. Where before we had to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could well find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. But I speak unadvisedly. Come, Roku, it is better that we continue this conversation in Mordona. Yes, rather than out in the middle of the snow. Yes, we're going back to the Rising Stones for... I've lost track of how many times we've gone to the Rising Stones tonight. Or, what time is it? This evening, I suppose. Afternoon, evening, sometime. Time zones are hard. Times of days are hard. The sun's still up, I guess. So I guess it's afternoon. After evening, Evermoon, or Evemoon. Yes. Yes, indeed, it is not the Waking Sands, thankfully.
Express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole. Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it.
I am. I mean, if I could
Excellent.
speak.
I shall summon the others at once.
Okay, but like, not the way you summon primals, right? Sorry, that was a bad joke. It would really hurt to knock on your head like that.
Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Yes.
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
Sir seemed like one.
As certain as we can be that good King Mogulmog the 12th was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
Yes, that is indeed very cool, and something I'm looking forward to coming up more as we go through the game, especially lore-wise.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
It does seem like she has the echo, or at least talks to Heidelin as one does.
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not, but full sure am I that she was groomed for this role.
Somebody taught her how to do it, I guess the Asians or something.
Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it.
Wait a minute, how did they get readings from that far away?
Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Details? Yes.
About Iceheart's final words to you. Hear, feel, think. Hydaelyn speaks to her as well.
Yes, indeed she does.
If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth.
That would be very interesting if that's the case. I actually can't remember.
Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Yes.
Midgard-Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well founded, it would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so.
I'm ready. Send me over there anytime.
Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard-Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
Eyes unclad. Yep. Oh, there's more to this. A reasonable royal. Menphilia would discuss how best to proceed in light of recent developments. I mean to scour the annals of knowledge of Midgard-Zomer. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few. Actually, I think he's like millennia old, isn't he? Hmm? Do you hear that? The commotion outside. Would you see if aught is amiss? Sure. I probably should have just teleported, but oh well. Maybe they're in this room here. Oh, they are in this room. Okay, good thing I didn't teleport. I mean, there's not much of a commotion. There's like 2 people, but okay. Roku, 'tis well that you are on hand. We have a problem. Royal has escaped. Oh, really? It happened shortly after the Imperial Flames took her into custody. She has been placed in a dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. I mean, wow, shocking. People don't like jail. Wow. The turnkey was found slain along with 2 guards. 'Tis plain she received inside help. Citizens reporting seeing Royal quitting the city via the Gate of Nald with a bloodied spear in her hand. I mean, at least throw away the evidence. I mean, if we didn't think she was guilty before, we certainly have evidence now. She makes for Castrum Meridianum. I am certain of it. With her fate in Eorzea as good as sealed, what recourse has she but to flee to Imperial masters? I don't know if that'll end well for her, though. Even as we speak, Captain Ilberd and the First are hot upon Royal's heels. Pray make haste to Camp Blue Fog and join the hunt. Yes. Okay. Oh, right there. Okay. Please let me click it. There we go. There's a lot more to 2.4 than I expected. Then again, there's a lot in 2.5 as well. There's like a dungeon and 2 trials that I can remember, plus hours of cutscenes. But after that, we're in Heavensward. I'm looking forward to it. My thanks for coming, Scion. I have spoken with the soldiers here. They say that Royal walked through the camp not a bell ago. Aye, she walked right through. You did not mishear. We have Raban's decision to keep the matter secret to thank for that. Bad for morale, he said. I suppose that's true. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her. And so here we are. Royal must not be allowed to reach Castrum Meridium. I mean, okay. There used to be a quest here where we had to like climb up on top or something. I wonder if they cut that out of the game. Oh, you know what? Let's just teleport. My voice acting is good as ever. Thank you. Let's see. Eh? Oh, I was headed the wrong way. People used to like have to climb up on top of here and like pick up like random like bits and pieces of cobalt or something. I guess they cut that out of the game, or I'm just not there yet. It did seem like a lot of filler, so it wouldn't surprise me if they cut it though. Oh hey, here's the trial. Okay, here we go. Vegeta, thank you very much for gifting a sub to Terrence. As always, that's very generous of you, and I quite appreciate it. Thank you very much. This wretch was with Royal. He threw himself at us with the mistress so that the mistress might escape. She didn't blink when we cut him down, not even when he started screaming. No loyalty even to her own. Spit. With me, Scion, we almost have her. That's really rude. He gave his life for her and she didn't even care. How rude. Oh, Vegeta, thank you again. You're off to the hockey game now? I hope that you'll have fun at the game, and thank you again, as always, for your generosity. It's greatly appreciated. Oh, she's in full battle gear now. Is the Empire really cool with her, like, walking right up to them like this, though? That seems like it might not be the best idea. Oh, well, I guess they are. I want Roraine alive. Kill the rest for Eorzea. Wow. Brutal. I don't have all of my stats here. This is synced, but, I should still be moderately overpowered, hopefully. I'll try just dotting everyone and see how that goes. You know what, let's actually just spam Holy. I got enough MP for it. What could possibly go wrong? I wonder if I can heal allies yet. Let me test. Nope. That's the one thing about these things. I lose like half of my healer kit because, oh, hello, random claws. I have a mount like you. Oh, they died very quickly, actually. Oh, even more ads, okay. I don't seem to be taking much damage, but it's too bad that I can't heal my allies, though. They have healers, kill them first! Wow. I see how it is. It's fine, I'm sorry, fellow healer. I'm sorry. They're making me do it. It's too bad I have to target my allies one by one. And it's really hard to target NPCs for healing, too. Oh, well. Looks like Aline is about beaten. Dancers have a similar problem. Allies can't be dance partners in these duties either. Oh, that's unfortunate. Looks like Aline has plot armor, so I can't actually defeat her yet. I think some of the later healer quests, they do change it so that your AoE heals actually do affect your allies. But, maybe it's okay to stand in one of those, I hope. Yeah, that didn't hurt too much. It's fine, it's fine. Maybe I can rely on, the circle fetters to the wanderer within. Lure the enemy to it. Is this where you want them? This thing? Circle fetters, circle fetters. I sure don't see them. They must mean that weird thing over there, but it doesn't look like I need them, really. There we go. Okay, yes. At least the battle was quite easy. Gasp. Pant. Bind her and do it tight. Yes, sir. Good work, men. She and her Imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Mortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you fallen so low. Huh. What would you know of low? You spoiled little lordling who has never known any want. What was that? Oh, hello, Kyrie. Thank you very much for the raid. And welcome, raiders.
You're approaching me.
Hello, Shad. Hello, J-Man. Hello, Eternal Saber. I hope I didn't miss anybody. How was Reciteer or Reciter? I'm bad at words, but I hope you've been enjoying it. I think you were playing that the other day too. I hope that it's been going well and you've been having a lot of fun with it. We're continuing Final Fantasy for the, I guess, 5th day technically, even though I missed one because I had computer issues and also went to visit family for a day. But I hope you had fun with the game. And somebody followed. Oh, Eternal Saber, thank you very much for following. Welcome to the channel, and I hope that you will have a comfy time here. Oh, Donnie, I didn't see you. I'm sorry. Hello, Donnie, as well. Welcome, welcome. You, a spoiled little lordling who has never known any want. Something tells me she's gonna say that she had a poor, unfortunate backstory, and she needed the money to, like, look after her family or something like that. Aye, aye. People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it's your God's given right to rule over others. I mean, he does kind of act like that sometimes. You know naught of our plight. The injustice that we lowborn Ishgardians must endure. To the noble lords and ladies, we are not people, but resources to be consumed. But then why would you go over to the Empire? They're probably not going to treat you much better either. I did what I did to do to survive. Stealing, killing, it's no fault of mine if fools imagined me a paragon when I joined the Flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you are the only person ever to have suffered. It's interesting coming from him, though. In case you have forgotten, Robond himself was born into poverty, as was I. We lived hand to mouth, with little more than the shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others their fortunes. We accepted the hands that we had been dealt, and played it to the best of our ability. Life was a battle, aye, but no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin and came back for more. Everything we have, we fought for. How are we any different then? 'Tis true that we are both mercenaries of lowly birth, and 'tis true that we both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword, you, Marshal, you sold your comrades. If life has not... I cannot read. If life has taught me one thing, this is why I don't stream late in the day, which is totally an excuse because I still can't read even in the morning. It is that you never betray your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand against a friend. Interesting. But enough talk. You'll return to Ul'dah and face justice, and the people whose trust you have dragged through the gutter. Of course, Ilvern. Of course. Quite a noble guy. Yes. Very trustworthy. Not so much as a hint of remorse. 'Tis well that this sordid business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our allies more wisely than Raban chose his. Oh.
I've heard. Truly bothersome business.
Yeah, he sounds very bothered by this.
No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Roban. There is no telling what the brute might do. Have the blades watch him in the flames day and night.
Yeah, this is gonna end super well for you, Teleji.
You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace.
Not ominous at all.
Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while. Nanamo Ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
Definitely not ominous at all. Definitely not ominous at all. I take it that's her chair that he's staring at. Maybe? Otherwise, that's a really random scene. But I'm sorry, something came up and I have to end stream now. Planning a surprise for her birthday. When is her birthday anyway? Oops, I forgot to prepare credits today. Give me a second there. I'll get those running shortly. And look for somebody to raid. Let's see. Vegeta, thank you very much for cheering, and Faldania as well. I always appreciate the support. Eyes, Oscu, Oxide, and Rin, thank you very much for moderating. I will give you shoutouts in a second. Eternal Saber, thank you for following. Vegeta, thank you for gifting to Mafi and Terrence. I think you gifted to both of those. And Rin, thank you for hosting. And Kyrie, thank you for raiding. Let's see, let's look for somebody to raid real quick, because I have to run suddenly. Sorry to cut it short. I will hopefully have a significantly longer stream tomorrow. Oh, there's very few people here that I am following live. Who should we go with? This person's playing Final Fantasy XIV, so let's go raid them, I guess. I haven't raided them in a while. I will be on Pinning's channel in a few hours, hopefully. Let me give shout outs to my mods who also stream. If any of my other mods would like shout outs as well, just let me know. But I will just do these two for now, since I know that they stream. But thank you for coming. Sorry for the abrupt end. I will thank you all on Twitter later. Anyway, I guess I don't have... Oh, thank you, Oxide. Yes, I will be on Pending's channel at, I believe, 9 p.m. Eastern. Anyway, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Have a good day or night, everyone. I forget if I said that or just thought it. But, bye-bye. Bye-bye.